DJ Scratch. The message.
The message.
Yeah.
It's a message.
This is the message from the bottom. For the ones still running the race.
It's a message.
Listen close. Before it's too late. Yeah, street light buzzing, midnight in the projects. Shadows move like ghosts, the silence project. The weight of the block on my shoulders connects to the pain of the kids who were playing chess with their necks. I see the youngest on the corner, 15 with the hunger. Eyes wide, but they souls getting younger. They think the hustle is the answer to thunder, but I know the truth. I've been pulled under. I remember my first taste of the fast life. The cash, the stash, the knife, the strife. It looked like a diamond, but it cut like a knife. And the price was the piece of my internal life. They sell you the dream in a bag or a vow, make you believe that the struggle is worthwhile. But the crown is a curse, the throne is a trial, and a smile on your face is a temporary denial. This is the message from the street. The truth that they don't want you to meet. The game is a trap, the victory's defeat. I'm telling you now, get up on your feet. This is the message, raw and clear. The only way out is to face your fear. The money will vanish, the love will disappear. I'm sending a signal so you can hear. Let me tell you about my homie from the 6th floor. He had the fastest hands, the slickest score. He thought he was untouchable above the law. Now he's doing 20 years behind a concrete door. I visited him last spring, the glass between us. He looked older, colder, his dreams between us. He said, Nas, the game took my soul, it's seen us. It used us, abused us, and now it's demeaned us. He told me, tell the youngins, don't be like me. The block is a classroom, but the lesson ain't free. The profit is poison, the luxury's a plea for the devil to collect what's left of your destiny. I walked out of that prison, the sun in my face. I felt the weight of his words, the truth and the grace. I realized the message is to leave without a trace. From the cycle of the block, the inevitable chase. This is the message from the street. The truth that they don't want you to meet. The game is a trap, the victory's defeat. I'm telling you now, get up on your feet. This is the message, raw and clear. The only way out is to face your fear. The money will vanish, the love will disappear. I'm sending a signal so you can hear. Yeah. Let the string swell, let the sample cry. I'm looking at the block with a critical lie. The hustle is a pawns, the kings are a lie. The throne is a coffin, the crown is a side. I've seen the cycle repeat for 1,000 years. The sweat, the tears, the hopes, the fears. The same broken system, the same wasted years. The same broken bottles, the same salty tears. They tell you to hustle, they tell you to grind, but they don't tell you that it's all designed. They keep you in the dark, they keep you confined to the bottom of the barrel, the back of the line. So I'm passing the message, a torch in the night, to the kids on the corner, the ones with the fright. The path that you're walking ain't built for the light. It's a maze of illusion, a never-ending fight. The real wealth is the mind that you cultivate, the love that you give, the peace that you create. The block is a teacher, but don't let it seal your fate. This is the message, and it's never too late. Yeah. The message. Pass it on. Pass it on. To the ones who need to hear. The game don't love you. The block is a classroom. But you gotta graduate. This is the message. The real message. Please.
The message.
Yeah. Check it. Primo on the boards. Let me define the undefined. Nas-is-like. Yeah.
Nas is like the breeze through the project hallway. Nas is like the echo when the gunshots stop play. Nas is like the flicker of the street light at midnight. Nas is like the whisper of the truth in the spotlight. I'm like the crack in the pavement where the weeds grow. I'm like the cold sweat when the heart beats slow. I'm like the ink in the pen that the scribe holds. I'm like the story that the ghetto unfolds. I'm like the shadow on the wall of the precinct. I'm like the clue that the detective couldn't link. I'm like the puzzle piece that they always overthink. I'm like the missing link, the missing stink. I'm like the jazz note that bends and it slides. I'm like the tide that turns when the moon hides. I'm like the pride that the poor man hides inside. I'm like the guide that the lost man finds. Nas is like the sun on a cloudy day, breaking through the gray, showing you the way. Nas is like the calm in the midst of the fray, standing in the storm, never run away. Nas is like the truth you can't deny. Nas is like the gleam in the wise man's eye. Nas is like the bird that learns to fly from the concrete below to the open sky. I'm like the blueprint of a city that's burning. I'm like the lesson that the youth keep learning. I'm like the pages that the history's turning. I'm like the fire that the system keeps earning. I'm like the bullet that missed this target. I'm like the promise that the broke man heart got. I'm like the chance that they always disregarded. I'm like the king that the pawns all guarded. I'm like the rhythm in the subway tunnel. I'm like the funnel that catches the trouble. I'm like the rubble that turns into a castle. I'm like the throttle that makes the engine rattle. I'm like the word that the scholar can't pronounce. I'm like the ounce that makes the scale bounce. I'm like the bounce in the step of a pounce. I'm like the mountain that the climber announced. Nas is like the sun on a cloudy day, breaking through the gray, showing you the way. Nas is like the calm in the midst of the fray, standing in the storm, never run away. Nas is like the truth you can't deny. Nas is like the gleam in the wise man's eye. Nas is like the bird that learns to fly from the concrete below to the open sky. Let me slow the flow, just to show the layers. I'm like the prayers of the single stairway mothers. I'm like the brothers that turned into others. I'm like the covers that hide the undercovers. I'm like the double entendre, the hidden agenda. I'm like the splendor of the urban offender. I'm like the tender memory of a young contender who never surrendered. His soul was slender. I'm like the paradox, the square peg in the round. I'm like the sound that travels underground. I'm like the crown that's heavy but profound. I'm like the found truth when the lies unbound. I'm like the mirror that shows you your reflection. I'm like the correction to your misdirection. I'm like the connection to your own perfection. I'm like the resurrection of the street infection. So when they ask who I am, tell them I'm the syntax, the flow that relax, the grit and the wax, the diamond in the rough, the axe that attacks, the facts and the raps, the maps to the traps. Nas is like
What you wanna be? You wanna be? What you wanna be? But I'm always me. Queensbridge's finest. Queensbridge's finest. Queensbridge's finest.
Primo. Scratch it out. Peace. Yeah. This one's for my brothers behind the wall. For the ones who can't see the sun but still stand tall. Pick up the pen. Let the ink bleed. One love. Dear my brother, I'm writing through the cold cement. Hope this letter finds you solid, never bent. The block is different now, but the pain is still present. They painted over the murals, but the soul is evident. Remember the dice game under the flickering light. Remember the night we ran from the cops, took flight. Now you're locked in a cage, losing track of the days. While I walk the same pavement, stuck in the haze. They say the system is blind, but I know it's a liar. It took you for the fire, left me with the wire of a phone that don't ring with your voice on the line. Just the echo of a brother who was one of a kind. I see your little sister on the block, she's getting tall. She got your eyes, your hustle, she's standing tall. I put some bread in her pocket, told her to ball, cause that's what you do if you wasn't behind the wall. One love for the ones who can't breathe free. let me paint you the scene. The corner store got a new owner, a machine. The old man who sold us Lucy's is now a has-been, and the kids are running wild chasing the same dream. Remember Shorty from the 4th floor? He got hit, not by a bullet but a needle. Now he's lost in the pit. I tried to talk some sense, but his mind is split. He's a ghost on the block, a permanent unfit. The cops are heavier now. They stop and they frisk, they profile every shadow, every diss. But I move like a whisper, I stay off their list, cause I learn from your mistakes, I exist. I'm keeping your name alive in the stories I tell, in the rhymes I write, in the way I excel. They can lock up your body, but they can't lock the spell of a brother who taught me to rise from the hell. One love for the ones who can't breathe free. One love for the brothers who are stuck in the sea of the concrete and the eye and the misery. One love, I'm holding it down for you and me. One love for the tears that don't fall. One love for the ones who gave it all. One love through the cracks in the wall. I'm sending a signal, I'm answering the call. Let me fold this letter, seal it with a tear. I wish I could teleport, make you reappear, but the distance is heavy, the clock is severe. So I send you this rhythm, so you can still hear. I remember the promise we made on the stoop, that we climb out the gutter, form our own troop. Now I'm carrying the weight of that dream, that loot, while you counting the tiles on the prison coop. But I ain't forgetting, I ain't moving on. Every step I take, you're the king on my pawn. When the world tried to break us, you stood like a brawn. Now I'm an extension, I'm carrying dawn. They can take your freedom, they can take your youth, but they can't take the bond, the unspoken truth, that the street is a classroom and we learn the root. Now I'm teaching the lesson, that's my sacred oath. So wait for the summer, wait for the breeze. When the gates swing open and you walk with ease, I'll be there on the corner, down on my knees, thanking the heavens, my brother, my peace. One love, one love. Keep your head high, my brother. The wall can't hold a soul that's already free. I'll see you soon. One love, forever. Peace. One love, one love.
Yeah. Turn the volume up. This one's for the blocks that raised me, for the stairs I climb, the corners I own. Represent, represent. I rep the concrete, the cracks and the rust, the elevator that's broken, the stairs that I trust, the hallway that echoes with stories of lust, for a better tomorrow, a life that's robust. I rep the bodega on the corner, cat on the counter, the old man who's been there since the first body counter, the kids on the stoop, the dreams that they mount up, the hustlers who trade time for a momentary fount up. I rep the train that rattles through the night, graffiti tags that glow in the fluorescent light, the sound of the city, the heartbeat of the fight, the struggle that turns the weekend to the might. This ain't just a place, it's a part of my frame. The dirt on my sneakers is the proof of the game. Every scar on the pavement is a part of my name, and I carry it with me, I ain't never the same. Represent, represent, for the ones who never bent, for the block that never slept, for the rent that never went. Represent, represent, every scar and every dent. This is my foundation, this is where my soul was sent. Represent, represent, for the homies on the bench, for the mothers on their knees, for the fathers in the trench. Represent, represent, I'm a product of the bench, and I'll never turn my back on the block that made me dream. I rep the sound of the dice on the asphalt, the crack of the bat, the basketball assault, the laughter of the kids, the cry of the halt, the truth that the system always tries to exalt. I rep the project window, the view of the city, the skyline that's ugly but somehow so pretty, the stories of the old heads, the ones who were witty, the memories of the young heads, the ones who got gritty. They say, Nas, you made it, why you still look back? I say the root is the trunk, and the trunk is the track that leads to the branches that never go slack. I'm the fruit of the struggle, I can't turn my back. I walk through the avenue, heads turn and they stare. They see the success, but they don't see the prayer that got me through the winters, the cold and the bare. The block is my backbone, I'm forever aware. Represent, represent, for
the ones who never bent, for the block that never slept, for the rent that never went.
Represent, represent.
Every scar and every dent, this is my foundation, this is where my soul was sent.
Represent, represent.
For the homies on the bench, for the mothers on their knees, for the fathers in the trench.
Represent, represent.
I'm a product of the bench, and I'll never turn my back on the block that made me drench. Let me slow the tempo, let the soul sample breathe. Reflect on the faces that taught me to grieve, and the ones that taught me to stand up and believe in the power of the block when the world tries to deceive. I've been to the mansions, the marble, the gold, but the memory of the gutter is the story I hold. It's the fire in my pen, the muscle in my bowl. It's the reason my stories never get old. I represent for the kid who ain't got a voice, for the one who's forced to make the wrong choice, for the one who's hearing the sirens and noise and still finds a way to rise and rejoice. So when I'm on the stage with the lights in my face, I'm not just one man, I'm the whole of the place. The blocks, the stairs, the projects, the space. I'm the echo of the struggle, the grit and the grace. Yeah, represent. Every step I take, they feel it. Every word I speak, they hear it. This is for the block, forever. Queensbridge to the world. Represent. 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 Yeah. Cold steel, empty soul. You hold me, I control. But who's the real slave? Listen. I was born in a factory, molded by machines, cold metal and gunpowder, destined for the scenes of bloodshed and chaos. The color of the teens who clutched me in their waistbands, living out their dreams. My first owner was a kid, couldn't even grow a beard. Eyes full of hunger, heart full of fear. He copped me with the money that his mama had saved. Now I'm tucked in his jeans, a power he craved. I felt his heartbeat quicken when the cops drove by. Saw his reflection in the window, a willing to die. Not for a cause, but for a street reputation. A hollow point of pride, a fatal temptation. I gave him the nerve to stand tall on the block. I gave him the courage to ignore the clock. But every time he squeezed, I left a permanent shock. A mother crying on the pavement, a future that they died. I gave you power, but I took your soul. I made you a king, but I dug your hole. I'm the cold truth that you can't control. I'm the lead in your lungs, the fire in your scroll. I gave you power, but I stole your peace. I made your enemies drop, but your conscience cease. I'm the devil's tool, the false release. I'm the poison you sip, the final feast. Next hand that held me was a veteran of the war. Not overseas, but right here on the floor. The projects where the bodies drop and stack. He used me to settle a debt. Never looking back, I felt the recoil. Watched the flash ignite. Saw the look of surprise in the other man's sight. As he crumbled to the asphalt, his soul took flight. And my owner ran the alley, disappeared in the night. But karma is a bullet and it travels fast. Next week he was the target, our connection didn't last. He aimed me at a shadow, but the shadow was a blast of his own reflection. Now he's part of the past. I was dropped in the gutter, rain washing my steel. A kid found me twinkling, thought it was a deal. He didn't know the curse, didn't know the ordeal. Just saw the shiny metal, thought it made him real. I gave you power, but I took your soul. I made you a king, but I dug your hole. I'm the cold truth that you can't control. I'm the lead in your lungs, the fire in your scroll. I gave you power, but I stole your peace. I made your enemies drop, but your conscience cease. I'm the devil's tool, the false release. I'm the poison you sip, the final feast. I've been passed like a secret, traded for a bag. I've been used by the desperate and the ones who brag. I've been cleaned and reloaded, treated like a flag, but I'm not a symbol. I'm a body bag, you think you own me. Think again, my friend, I own the seconds that you borrow. The
breaths you spend. I'm the one who decides how your story will end. I'm the judge, the jury, the violent amend. I've seen teenagers cry, holding me tight. I've seen fathers abandon the kids in the night, all because of the illusion that I bring the light. But I bring the darkness, I bring the blight. I don't have a conscience, I don't have a heart. I'm just a tool, a piece of lethal art. But the irony is heavy, it tears me apart that you humans believe I give you a start. When I'm tossed in the river, rusting and cold, I'll still be a story that the streets unfold. A caution to the brave, a truth to the bold. I gave you power, but your life I sold.
Cold steel,
Empty soul.
you hold me,
I control.
but in the end,
You're just a shell.
and I'm just metal. The cycle spins.
Peace.
Yeah, check it. Subway ghost. Yeah. Subway ghost. Whisper through the iron spine. Echoes bounce off the concrete. That's my design. Let me paint the picture. Yeah, train doors hiss. Scheme rise from the third rail, faces pale. Junkies knocking off the stale ale. Brownie fingernails, scratching tickets for a lost trail. I'm watching dealers trade bags on the turnstile. Bronx to Brooklyn, steel serpents slither through the dark. Graffiti covered tombs, each car leave a mark. Heartbeat sync with the click clack of the railway spark. My mind stays sharper than the blade left in the park. Cops on the platform, flashing badges like a bluff. But the real law is the cold steel when the night gets rough. I seen a kid get his chain snatched for talking tough. Now he's mumbling to himself, ain't that enough? The city chews your dreams up, spits out the rhyme. Skyscrapers cast shadows that'll trap your mind. I'm just a scribe with a pen, ink mixed with grime, documenting the decay while I'm running out of time. New York, state of mind where the sirens serenade. Concrete jungle symphony, the price gets paid. Lost souls on the boulevard, memories start to fade. But I rise with the sun, unafraid. New York, state of mind, cold sweat on the brow. Every step is a chess move, I'm taking my vow. From the gutter to the glow, I'm planting my plow. This is NY forever, and I'm holding it down. Yeah, dice game on the corner, shooting crabs for the rent. Old man preaching salvation, his cardboard sign bent. I walk past with a nod, my true faith is spent on the inkwell and the rhythm that the heavens sent. Flicker the wrist, flicker of the street light amber. I remember every cold night in December. Crack vials on the pavement, that's the city's ember. Burning slow, turning youth into a dry ember. They want my soul for $1, my pride for a loan. But I built a fortress from these rhymes of my own. Every bar is a brick, every word is a stone. Against the howling wind, I stand alone. The project hallways smell like weed and defeat, but my sneakers hit the pavement to a different beat. I trace stories with the bodega cat on the street. He knows the hunger in my eyes, bitter and sweet. New York, state of mind, where the sirens serenade. Concrete jungle symphony, the price gets paid. Lost souls on the boulevard, memories start to fade. But I rise with the sun, unafraid. New York, state of mind, cold sweat on the brow. Every step is a chess move, I'm taking my vow. From the gutter to the glow, I'm planting my plow. This is NY forever, and I'm holding it down. Let me zoom out, panoramic of the 5 boroughs, where the hope floats heavy like a bottle full of sorrows. Fake smiles on the news, but the truth is narrow. Narrow is the alley where they stash the hollows. I'm a product of the diesel fumes and the dirty water, raised by the Boombap and the siren slaughter. Every cop car flash is a mental torture, but I turn that trauma into verbal mortar. They say the world is yours if you reach for the sky, but in this city the sky's a lie. It's a ceiling made of glass and broken glass nearby, so I aim my pen at the stars, let the ink fly. This ain't just music, this is audio guerrilla war. I've been battered by the system, but I'm back for more. From the sub-level tunnels to the penthouse floor, my New York state of mind is what I'm living for. Yeah, let the sample breathe. Echoes in the tunnel, forever ringing. Queens to Manhattan, Staten to the BX. This is the soundtrack of survival. NY state of mind till the tape runs out. Peace. 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 Peace.
Yeah. Check the rhythm. Guitar crying from the 80's. Walk in the room, watch the temperature shift. Make you look, 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 make you look. Step in the spot, the air thickens like humidity. Haters freeze, they forget their own fluidity. I'm the anomaly, the one they can't categorize. The glow on my skin got them squinting their eyes. Gold chain swinging like a pendulum. My fake sneakers pristine, never a crease, never a trade. To the average or standard, the ones who hesitate. I walk with the rhythm of a city that won't wait. The whisper start, their heads turn slow like a vinyl on a turntable. They watching me flow, I don't even acknowledge, I just let the moment grow. Cause presence is a language that the real ones know. They studied my posture, the angle of my brim, the way my wrist flick when I gesture at them. I'm a walking exhibition, a colorful gem, and every move I make is a tactical hymn. Look, major look, major stare. I'm the ghost in the room, the pulse in the air. Every glance that you give is a debt that you share. Major look, major care. Major look, major freeze. I'm the king of the block that breathes through the trees. Every eye on my back is a comfort to me. Major look, watch me breeze with ease. I remember when my reflection was a blur. Now every mirror bows, every glass concurs that I'm the definition of the streets in a verse. The architecture of the hustle, the good and the worst. They see the confidence, think it's bought with a price, but it's forged in the fire of the cold advice from the old heads on the corner, rolling the dice. Who told me, kid, your aura is your only device? So I polished my stride, perfected my gaze, made my silence louder than the verbal displays. Now I walk through the crowd in a lyrical haze, and they turn like the compass to the magnetic phase. I see the envy in the eyes of the insecure, the ones who swear they hot but their style is immature. I don't need to say a word, my posture is the cure. For the blindness of the masses, I'm the visual allure. Major look, major stare. I'm the ghost in the room, the pulse in the air. Every glance that you give is a debt that you share. Major look, major care. Major look, major freeze. I'm the king of the block that breathes through the trees. Every eye on my back is a comfort to me. Major look, watch me breeze with ease. Let the guitar loop breathe, let the funk sink in. Reflect on the faces that I managed to win. Not with the money, but the aura within. The invisible crown that I never have to spend. They say, Nas, how you do it, how you captivate. I say, it's not the gift, it's the weight you create. The weight of the journey, the scars that you ate. The hunger that turns every plate into fate. So when you see me glide through the crowded hall, remember the blocks that I used to crawl. Remember the nights when I had no wall. Now I'm the mural that covers it all. Made you look because the truth is rare. Made you stare because I actually care about the kid in the back with the same blank stare. Who's gonna rise one day and fill the air? So keep your eyes locked on the final act, the encore of the projects, the overpack, the one they talk about when the speakers crack. Made you look, and I'm never looking back. Yeah. Yeah. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the pen. The 80's guitar crying in the background. This is the soundtrack that are unforgettable. Keep staring. I'm used to it. Peace.
Halftime. Yeah. Halftime.
Check the clock. Game on. I'm just getting started. Queensbridge in the building. Halftime.
should check the score. I'm up by 100 and I'm asking for more. This ain't the fourth quarter, this is just the start. I'm the MVP of the block, I'm playing my part. I dribble through the defense, spin, move, crossover. My rhymes are like a fast break, they can't get over. They found me on the way up, but I still finish strong. The buzzer beater in the finals, this is my song. I'm the quarterback of the concrete, calling the plays. I'm the wide receiver, catching the haze. I'm the coach on the sidelines, the one who stays in the game of survival. I'm raising the stakes. They talking about the bench, I'm talking about the throne. They talking about the present, I'm claiming my own. I'm the rookie of the year, but I'm already grown. In the halftime of my life, I'm already known. Halftime, I'm just warming up. The crowd is on its feet, I'm filling my cup. This ain't the finish line, I'm just showing up. Halftime, I'm never giving up. Halftime, the game is mine to take. I'm breaking every record, I'm bending the stake. This is just the intermission, for goodness sake. Halftime, I'm wide awake. I remember when they said I couldn't make the team. Too small, too young, too far from the dream. Now I'm on the court and I'm making them scream. With the rhythm and the flow, a lyrical machine. I'm like Jordan in the playoffs, the clutch is real. I'm like Ali in the ring, the way I make them feel. I'm like Montana in the pocket, the perfect steal. I'm the athlete of the word, the way I make it feel. They call a timeout, they try to regroup, but I'm already on the break. I'm making the loop, I'm the playmaker, the scorer, the one who's aloof. I'm the shadow on the scoreboard, the undeniable proof. I've been training in the projects, the concrete gym, where the hoops are chain link and the rims are slim. But I made it to the big league on a whim. Now the halftime show is mine, I'm sinking it in. Halftime, I'm just warming up. The crowd is on its feet, I'm filling my cup. This ain't the finish line, I'm just showing up. Halftime, I'm never giving up. Halftime, the game is mine to take. I'm breaking every record, I'm bending the stake. This is just the intermission, for goodness sake. Halftime, I'm wide awake. Let the horn sample hit, let the flute take flight. I'm looking at the game from a different height. They playing checkers, I'm playing chess at night. I'm 3 moves ahead, I'm shining the light. This ain't the halftime of the game, it's the halftime of the rain. I'm the king of the concrete, the prince of the pain. I've been through the rain, the shame, the strain. Now I'm standing on the podium, I'm breaking the chain. They say, Nas, you too cocky, I say I'm just sure. Cause confidence is the weapon of the pure. I've been tested by the block, I've been through the cure. Now I'm the prescription that they all endure. So let the halftime buzzer ring loud and clear. I'm the champion of the block, I'm the pioneer. I've been fighting for years, conquering my fears. And the second half is mine, the victory's near. Tick tock, the clock don't stop. But I'm running the show, I'm on the top. I'm the athlete of the flow, the hip-hop crop. And the halftime is just my warm-up drop. Halftime, yeah. The game ain't over, it's just getting started. I'm just warming up, just warming up. Second half is all mine. Halftime, halftime,
Yeah. Quiet now. Let the noise fade. One spark, one breath.
One mic, one mic. Silence in the booth, but my mind is a riot. Words pile up, build a fortress of quiet. Every thought is a weapon, I'm learning to buy it. With the currency of pain, I refuse to deny it. They want me to whisper, fit into the mold, but my truth is a hurricane, fierce and bold. Stories of the block, crack vials and gold. In every bar I spit, a new world unfolds. I hear the sirens sing the crooked lullaby. I see the crooked smiles of the men in ties, but I clutch this microphone, look them in the eyes. This small metal capsule is where my power lies. They can take my freedom, they can take my pride, but they can't take the echo that I hold inside. When the beat drops heavy, I open the tide and let the whole universe swallow the divide. All I need is one mic, one shot, one chance to turn the silence into a war dance. One voice to break the ignorant trance. This is my redemption, this is my lance. One mic, one soul, one truth to confess. In the belly of the beast, I'm making a mess. Every word is a scar, every bar is a bless. From the shadows I
for less, yeah. Pressure builds up like steam in the gutter. They call me a dreamer, I call it a mutter. Of the ancestors' ghosts, stutter and sputter. Through the static of the system, I cut the clutter. I've been questioned by the cops, profiled by the state. Been told to lower my tone, accept my fate. But this mic is my passport, I refuse to wait. I'm knocking down the door, I'm sealing my crate. They fear the truth when it's spoken aloud. Fear the broken kid who stands tall and proud. From the project staircase to the thundercloud, I'm redefining the meaning of the street crowd. I don't need an army, don't need a brigade. Just a 48 track and a message conveyed. My syllables are soldiers, my rhymes are a raid on the fortress of ignorance, watch it degrade. All I need is one mic, one shot, one chance to turn the silence into a war dance. One voice to break the ignorant trance. This is my redemption, this is my lance. One mic, one soul, one truth to confess. In the belly of the beast, I'm making a mess. Every word is a scar, every bar is a bless. From the shadows I rise, I never settle for less. Let me bring it down to a whisper, let the tension build. The quiet before the storm, the void to be filled. This mic ain't just metal, it's a weapon I wield against the lies and the greed that the system concealed. I speak for the kid who ain't got a voice, for the mother in the projects making the wrong choice. Because the right one is stolen, I give them a noise, a frequency that cuts through the static and poise. They try to turn my volume down, hit the mute, but my signal's too strong, my roots are too deep. From the cradle to the grave, my promise I keep. This one mic is a promise, a covenant steep. So crank the gain up, let the red light glow. This is more than a song, this is spiritual flow. From the bottom of the well, watch me steal the show. With one mic in my hand, I let the whole world know. All I need is one mic, one mic, one truth, one life, one mic. Let it echo forever. But they never forget the noise. Peace.
Watching the world move slow, remembering faces that I used to know. Let the sample breathe, let the memories flow.
Yeah. Park bench cold, but the sun at my shoulder, watching the kids play. Getting older and older, I see my reflection in the puddle of rain. It takes me back to the block, back to the pain. Remember little Mikey, he could dribble a ball. Now he's 6 feet deep, didn't even get a call from the ones who claim they loved him, the ones who would brawl. Now they walk past his grave, don't remember at all. I see the spot where we used to trade our comics, where we planned our escapes from the economic, where the old heads told us stories of the chronic, and the world outside the projects was a toxic tonic. The graffiti on the wall is faded and cracked. The names that we wrote, the tags we attacked, now they ghosts on the brick, a historical fact. And I'm sitting here wondering where the time went. Exact. Memory lane, I'm walking slow through the faces that I used to know, where the laughter and the pain both grow. I'm reminiscing, letting go. Memory lane, the shadows call, reminders of the rise and fall. I'm sitting here, I gave my all, remembering the ones who gave their all. Yeah, I see the corner where we used to sell the Lucy's, where the hustlers would gather, the ones who were choosy. Now it's a coffee shop, clean and bougie. The irony hits me, heavy and woozy. Remember Sasha, she had dreams of the stage. Now she's raising 3 kids, stuck in a cage of a 2-bedroom apartment, minimum wage. She lost the spark, turned the page with a rage. I remember the night we snuck onto the roof, looking at the stars, feeling bulletproof. Now the roof is locked, the view is aloof, and the stars are just dots, distant and spoof. They built a new high-rise where the lot used to be, where we played stickball, wild and free. Now it's glass and steel, a gentrified sea, and I'm drowning in the change, just trying to breathe. Memory lane, I'm walking slow through the faces that I used to know, where the laughter and the pain both grow. I'm reminiscing, letting go. Memory lane, the shadows call, reminders of the rise and fall. I'm sitting here, I gave my all, remembering the ones who gave their all. Let me close my eyes, let the piano cry.
Think of my old crew, wondering why. Some of us made it, some of us died. Some of us chose the wrong path to ride. I remember the promise we made on the swing, that we'd always be brothers no matter the sting of the world that tried to break us, the harshness it bring. Now I'm the only one left who can still sing. I carry the names in the back of my mind, in the rhythm and the flow, the way that I rhyme. They're the fuel in my engine, the reason I climb. The ghosts of the block, the heroes of time. So I sit in the park with the pigeons and dust, reflecting on the memories, the ones I can trust. The block made me who I am, it's a must. To remember the roots, the anger, the lust. They can change the buildings, the streets and the signs, but they can't erase the stories, the bloodlines. I'm a living monument, a keeper of rhymes, walking down memory lane, one step at a time. Yeah, memory lane. Sitting in the park, watching the sunset, remembering the ones who ain't here no more, but their echoes, they live in me forever, forever.
Take a moment, breathe. This one's for the mind, for the soul. One time for your mind. One time. One time for your mind, let the thoughts unwind. Sitting on the roof watching the city grind. The sun dipping low, painting the sky gold. I'm reflecting on the journey, the stories in tow. I remember when the block was a cage of stress. Now I'm looking at it different, I'm counting my blessings. The hustle was a lesson, the pain was a test. Now I'm sipping on the peace, I'm feeling blessed. One time for the days when I didn't have a dime. One time for the nights when I did the crime. One time for the homies who did the time. One time for the ones who still in the climb. I light a spliff, let the smoke hit the air. I'm thinking about the past, but I'm free from the snare. The block made me solid, but I'm no longer there. In the mental, I'm flowing, I'm finally aware. One time for your mind, let it breathe. One time for the soul, let it leave. The weight of the world, the things you grieve. One time, just one time, believe. One time for the peace you deserve. One time for the lessons you observe. One time for the curve that you swerve. One time, just one time, preserve. I walk through the avenue, headphones on. The beat is my companion, the rhythm my dawn. I see the faces of the past, but I'm moving on. The memories are gold, but the future is drawn. One time for the kid who used to run the block. Now he's in the ballroom making the stock. The game is the same, just a different lock. But the mind is the key to ultimate unlock. I think about the old heads, the ones who passed. Their words still echo, their lessons last. They told me, Nas, the world is fast, but the mind is the engine, make it last. So I slow it down, I take my time, I let the rose piano play this rhyme, I let the soul vocal soothe my mind. I'm in the zone, I'm one of a kind. One time for your mind, let it breathe. One time for the soul, let it leave. The weight of the world, the things you grieve. One time, just one time, believe. One time for the peace you deserve. One time for the lessons you observe. One time for the curve that you swerve. One time, just one time, preserve. Let the rose cry, let the soul sing. I'm thinking about the block and everything. The pain, the gain, the joy, the sting. The way the world turns, the way the bells ring. One time for the mind that got me through the darkest nights, the sky so blue. The ones who doubted, the ones who knew that I was built for this. I was born to pursue. I don't need the fame, I don't need the gold. I just need the peace that the mind can hold. The story of the block, the story I told is the treasure I keep.
the spirit I mold. So one time for the ones who still on the grind. One time for the ones who never lost their mind. One time for the ones who left the past behind. One time, just one time for the state of mind. Take a breath, let the stress subside. The block is an ocean and I'm the tide. I ride the wave, I'm no longer tired. One time for your mind, the ultimate guide, yeah. Yeah. One time for your mind. Take it slow. Breathe it in.
One time for your mind. One time for your mind.
Yeah, take it slow. Breathe it in.
One time for your mind.
Yeah.
One time for your mind.
The journey is the destination. One time. Just one time. Peace.